Okay students, today I am going to explaining Bohr's atomic model. This is PUC first year, very important concept. According to the Bohr's atomic model, what Niels Bohr explained, let us see. After the Rutherford atomic model, Planck explained their quantum theory. By the basis on Planck's quantum theory, Niels Bohr explained atomic model. He explained the position of the electrons around the nucleus and stability of the electron and the arrangement of protons and neutrons in the nucleus clearly explained. According to the Bohr's atomic model, center of the atom is nucleus. Around the nucleus, an electron which is revolving around the nucleus in the definite circular path is called orbit. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. This is also called K L M N. So an electron which is revolving around the nucleus in the definite circular path is called orbit. Regarding to the orbit, he explained. Niels Bohr explained regarding to the orbit. Within the orbit, electrons are revolving. Here, around the nucleus, many orbits are present. Around the nucleus, many orbits are present. These orbits are denoted with n. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on so on, or n is equal to k, l, m, n and so on so on. He given the naming or numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4 so on so on is the number method. K some orbits energy in some orbits electron jump from lower energy to higher energy. So energy absorption can be takes place. In some orbits, electron jump from lower energy to higher energy. So here energy change can take place. How it occurs the energy change? Okay, and sometimes electrons jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level. Higher energy levels. Lower energy level to higher energy level. So lower energy to higher energy. An electron jump from lower energy to higher energy can absorb the radiation. Can absorb radiation or energy. Can absorb radiation or energy. Do you know, students, in some orbits, electron jumps from higher energy to lower energy. Higher energy to lower energy. Higher energy to lower energy. This type of orbits, they can emits the radiation. Emits the radiation. An electron jump from lower energy to higher energy can absorb the radiation. An electron jumps from higher energy to lower energy, it emits the radiation. Suppose an electron which is present in the lower energy level, so size of the number of the orbit, first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, like this, number of the orbit increases, size and energy of the orbit also increases. Size and energy of the orbit also increases. Orbit energy always more than the electron energy. So orbit energy is always more than the electron energy. So electrons must be revolve within the orbit only. Suppose electron, if it jump from lower energy to higher energy, here already lower energy is there, lower energy to higher energy. If it wants to jump from this lower energy to higher energy, it absorbs the radiation from the surroundings. If it again wants to come back into their original position or ground state, it is present in the higher energy state. So at higher energy level, more energy is required for this electron. But this electron again come back into their original position, no need more energy. In this way, electron de-excites. Extra energy can be emitted out. So here electrons absorb the energy, here electrons emits the radiation. This is the thing can be happened. This is Bohr's atomic model. Do you know, students, I want to tell you one important thing here. According to the Bohr's atomic model, we have to discuss one important thing, that is Bohr's calculated the radius of the nth orbit. R is nothing but radius. Radius is n square h square by 4 pi square m z e square. R is equal to radius. This is the radius of nth orbit. Radius of nth orbit R is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m z e square. Okay. Do you know, students, n is nothing but orbit number, first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, like that. Z is equal to atomic number, m is equal to mass, E is equal to charge of the electron, H is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule per second. Okay na? Students, very important point I am going to telling is, an electron which is always revolving around the nucleus. Radius means what, you know very well. Suppose this is this is the center of the atom. Okay. From the center of the nucleus to outermost orbit, the distance between the center of the nucleus to outermost orbit, this is called radius. The radius of nth orbit, I told you, if it is a first orbit, this is the first orbit radius. If it is a second orbit, n is equal to 2, second orbit radius. We can calculate very easily. But one important point we have to discuss, that is, an electron continuously revolving around the nucleus, it is having angular momentum. Angular momentum. Angular momentum is equal to mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. So, m is equal to mass of the electron, mass of the electron, v equal to velocity of the electron. Okay. R is equal to radius of the particular orbit which is present in the electron. Okay. Radius of the orbit which contains electron. Next, n is equal to orbit number, h is equal to Planck's constant. This Planck's constant value 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. We can also write this value 6.626 into 10 to the